Guys, I actually kind of want to get back into Minecraft speedrunning. Vanilla or a mod pack? Just Minecraft, yeah. Didn't know I was a speedrunner. Yeah, I had a... What was my PB, chat? I had a PB of... Let me see if I can... If I'm still on speedrun.com. It was... I actually think I could just look up myself. I had a 26-minute PB, which is... That was 2 years ago. So it looks like shit now. Hey, bye-bye. Okay. That was 2 years ago. So like it looks bad right now, but I mean 2 years ago, like a sub 20 was barely achieved. Somebody's apparently done it in 8 minutes, which is nuts. I don't know why this is playing again, but I love this song. It's a jam. The forum has a video guide on how to set up everything. I'm gonna skim through this really quick. What? Oh, it's got practice stuff. What the hell? No way. It's got pre-made resource pack worlds that you can practice everything on. Huh. I was sort of trying to find the way to like quickly reset the seed. That's what my interest lays on. There's that plugin that like rapidly creates worlds for you to choose.
Sneef snort smile.
Bro, why is this dude suggesting games for me to play? Can you shut the fuck up? Look at the game category. Look at the category right now. I'm busy. What's my nut preference? I like pistachios, man. Pistachios are pretty sick. Oh, Boomer's losing his mind. I guess I'll just watch this. You guys want to watch the speedrun guide really quick and see? It's from 3 months ago. Apparently it's from the speedrun website, so let's see if this has anything to say, man.
Yo, this is how to set up Minecraft for speedrunning. A lot of mods have changed and there's a lot of faster ways to set up now. If something doesn't work, just try and follow the tutorial closer or ask in the public help channel in the Minecraft speedrunning Discord in the description. First, you need to download these 6 things in the description. The JDK is a faster
British
Java.
jump scare.
TMC is the launcher we use. Mod
British? Do I not hear it? That's not British, man.
check downloads mods, and the other 3 are practice maps you need. So once you've clicked all those, to get mod check, just download this jar here. To get the in practice, you download the zip, and for the bastion, you download the zip. Once you've got all those, put them in a new folder like I've done here. Launch the JDK and click through it all. Then unzip the MMC.
7-zip.
Go into the new MMC folder, multi-MC, and go to multi-MC. Now click next. Make sure that this is on the 19.0.1. And now at this bottom number, make this 2048. Next. Finish. Now log in at the top right, go profiles, manage account.
Holy shit, is it this easy
Microsoft,
now?
Good evening,
copy this code,
swag.
and click the link, and paste the code in.
What?
Then sign into your Minecraft account. Now go back into multi-MC, close.
I thought he was about to show his login.
Find 116.1 and launch. Now that's launched, you can close the game. Now go edit instance, version, install fabric, and click OK. Then close Minecraft folder and copy this at the top. Now go back to your folder and open mod check. Select instance paths at the top. Paste this in. Now this will be at the top here. Click select all. Now follow closely. Click Starlight. Untick Krypton. And untick standard settings. And click download. Okay, close. Now extract the Ryguy practice map.
Shout out. Oh, Ryguy made these? Crazy.
And extract portal practice. Now that they're extracted, you have to go into the Ryguy, drag this up 1 folder, and go into the portal practice and drag that up 1 folder. Now select Ryguy, LBP, and portal practice.
Freaks, I graduated today. I am
open the other folder, the Minecraft folder, go saves, and drag those over. So these saves folders are working if when you open it, you can see these files and the level.dat. Now we're done, let's open the game. First, go into options and change the audio. I recommend having hostile creatures pretty low. Turn subtitles on.
Okay.
Then go to video settings, view distance to 20, brightness to 500. Change your GUI scale. Turn off VSync. Go to quality. Make your entity distance 500.
What am I watching? A Minecraft in 1080p stream guide? What's happening?
Close. Go to controls. Turn off auto jump. Scroll down and make sure that you can reach all of these. Make sure that you can reach. Click the gold boots. Every time you reset, it'll go straight into the next world. To stop resetting, go to options and at the bottom left, click stop resets and quit. So for the bastions, I'll quickly show you how to set up your loadout, but there's a playlist in the description on how to learn some basic bastion routing for each bastion, so go check those out. So down here, right click the sign, and now you can put tools on your bar. I recommend having an inventory like this.
No
now make
way.
Sure you save it. Over on the left, change these specific bastion settings. So set it to bridge, make the spawn chalice. For stables,
What does this
make
mean?
the spawn bottom stairs. For treasure, make the spawn lava basin. And for housing, make the spawn top. Turn off the terrain, then start. To reset, throw the pickaxe. Then for end practice, go to 1 cycle settings, set your beds
The
to
game
9,
has changed, old
F3 and
man.
B to turn on
Yeah,
hitboxes.
okay,
Now
dead.
to 1 cycle, you're going to be underneath the dragon's head, and this is when you should
What the hell's
top
happening?
down, turning on the right side. So this is a top-down view on the 1 cycle. You're going to be underneath the dragon's head, and this is when you should time the explosion. Don't let the head turn past the bed, or it'll be scuffed.
So true. Aw.
Then for the portal practice map, learn the L shape 2 deep and 1 deep, and the lava pool portal 2 deep and 1 deep. To change your loadout, click the minecart in the chest and change your items. Then open the chest.
This is crazy,
Hope
dude.
all this helps. So usually stream.
That's wild. Minecraft speedrun guide 2023. Well, just watch that. Comprehensive Minecraft 116 speedrun guide, timestamps in description. That's a year ago, though. Has anything changed, do you think?
Ah, my cock!
What?
It's an hour long? I don't care.
Watch the video all the way through. It is quite long, but it is also very worthwhile. So, with this, we'll crack on with the video. Hello there, everyone. Now that you have all your stuff set up for Fabric mod, with all the sodium, lithium, phosphor mods installed, and all the other...
The thing for me is all the math. You know what I mean? It's wild, all the calculations.
You're gonna launch Minecraft, you're gonna be on this screen. Looks normal, but in the
We're
bottom
speedrunning,
left-hand
maybe.
corner, you're gonna see it says Fabric modded. This lets you know that you have Fabric mod installed, and it has all the different mods in them.
One
and
sec.
all the speedrunners use these mods. The next thing you want to do is go to single player, of course, and you want to create a new world. And this is just basic speedrunning, but if you're speedrunning the random seed glitchless category, that means you make a random seed, you make a random world, you don't know what the seed is, it's completely random. If you're playing set seed, where you use a specific seed, that's a completely different category of Minecraft speedrunning, then you'd put in a certain seed into this category. But a lot of runners mostly speedrun random seed glitchless. What you want to do is you want to just make a new world. It doesn't matter what you name it. As you can see here, I have a couple worlds made. This is my 525th random world, just called New World. Now, there are some advantages to playing normal mode versus easy mode. I believe in normal mode, the drop rates are better in some cases, and also mobs deal more damage, and your hunger runs out a lot more. And I speedrun in easy mode. A lot of other runners also speedrun in easy mode as well.
I
would speedrun in easy mode because you use less hunger, and also you take less damage from other mobs. And with this, you don't touch anything else, you don't change the game mode or cheats, otherwise it disqualifies your run. If you want to speedrun for a leaderboard position, and then click create world.
Let's watch some of the. So I'm down to watch some of the stuff that's important here. How to find villages, optimal video settings. This is what I need to see. This little pie chart thing. I need to figure out how people are doing that. Pie chart village finder, village strat. Yeah, I might need to watch a decent amount of this, guys. What about you? I mean, minimum the nether stuff. I gotta do a decent. I gotta watch a decent amount of that. I think this what we could do really quick before we even go. Roblox game. Is Roblox? Look, Roblox. Classic Minecraft. That's interesting. Subway Surfers. How do you speedrun Subway Surfers? Whatever. Let's watch the number one real quick. I'm curious. See that the thing that in the video is cool. How does this get accomplished? Harvey told me about what the fuck. Get this out of here. Harvey told me about this. The wall. How? Can you stop showing me these fucking more videos nonsense? Jesus, man.
That's easy. It's like specs new tutorials and shit. There's spec there.
Ow. This guy's nuts. How did he even fucking think of that? Holy shit. Oh my god, this guy's amazing. Mapless. How did he find the buried treasure without the map? The pie chart?
Took the wrong lava. No, I didn't.
Holy shit. Guys, do you remember, some of you, when I was doing speedruns? Do you remember me saying that boats were a good strat? This is a strat I said was a good idea 2 years ago. I mean, not exactly like going down to the nether portal like this, but using boats for materials. You're welcome, Minecraft. That's crazy.
Hello? The fuck?
Apparently I was on to something, yeah. That's crazy.
It's a staples. I gotta play triple. Please.
He just goes in and knows there's a bastion.
Has to be like, oh wait, it's housing. Wait, how? I have like 2 bastions.
Uses the boat to go down. That's
I was
smart.
just looking at the entity count. I thought it was
That dude just got his fucking ankles broken.
better.
Holy.
Well, that just got like 1,000,000 times better.
Filters them all into a hole. This I've seen. I don't think I'm moving this fast, chat, but even knowing some of this is going to be really good. I think the big thing for me is figuring out the pie chart stuff. The biggest thing is definitely going to be figuring out how to do the pie charts. Math jump scare. Can you just know where the gold gens? Yeah, so depending on the bastion, depends on they generate in like it's like 4 different structures. And if you know the structural generation, you can holy shit. What the fuck? You can pretty much know exactly where the gold is, yeah. That's exactly it. Let me move myself so you can see them being a gamer.
Months. Am I now what PPA consider a regular in your chat? Anyways, I'm glad to support a cool dude. Here's my contribution to the diaper fund.
The fuck?
Have a good day.
My cock!
Honestly, I think you should stick to lowering your
Oh, this
own
guy's so
PP in a
scary.
way you feel comfortable, boss man.
I will.
To you, Toe. I don't want to turn you away from this, but like, if it were me, I just couldn't keep up. These things look like tool-assisted runs at this point, on God.
No, don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna do like all this insane shit off the rip. I just want to know like what is the golden standard right now, because I'm curious if I can do it or if I even want to. You're 100% right, though. I should focus more on getting my PB down from 26 minutes. But that would be accomplishable by knowing what the methods are now. Because people are easily getting sub 20s, sub 15s even. So knowing... How? What the fuck's he doing?
That won't be a problem, right?
What was that? Is he about to nether portal directly into the stronghold?
Dude, that guy's gone.
And he stalled the ender pearl. Are you fucking kidding me? That's so genius. He put his chunks down to stall the ender pearl proc. What? That is so insanely smart. He's straight up going in. Wow. This is nuts. What? That's unbelievable. This is so impressive, dude. What the hell? Yeah, don't mess up the bridge now, dude. This is very impressive. I mean, I remember getting out of the nether in 10 minutes was crazy, but then you had to get to the portal. Now we can go out, throw the pearl, do fucking math, and go back in and know exactly where to land. That is so wild. I missed it. Where did they get the wool from? Oh, string. I think, right?
Right? Let me back up.
Did they even destroy a crystal? I don't think so. They don't have a bow. So they're just gonna hope it perches. Here's the perch. And if you have, wow, an obsidian block right there absorbs enough damage and resets the dragon.
What the fuck, dude?
A sub 8 minute.
Holy shit.
That is so crazy, man. Literally shaking? Dude, I would. He's the only person with a sub 8 minute speedrun on this game, I think, right? Let's reverse real quick. Yeah, look at that. The closest, he is 30 seconds ahead of second place. When it's like down to minutes, that's insane. That is so cool, dude. Whoa. I mean, that is so cool to me. There's not even that many. There's only 34 sub 10-minute runs. Yeah, I mean, yeah, usually the gap is so much smaller. Like second and third are 20. Third and fourth are 3. Fourth and fifth are 6. 6 and 5 are milliseconds. That is a crazy gap, dude. Wow. Now, can someone teach me how to do math? Me getting a math tutor just to learn Minecraft speedrunning. Wait, hold on. That's a good tweet. Give me a second. Also, apparently, Gwyneth Paltrow is getting sued for some skiing accident. I'm just now hearing about this. I don't even know. No clue. Me hiring, oh my God, hiring a math tutor just to learn Minecraft speed running. Might need a spelling tutor too. I don't have a comeback. That was a good one. You bitch. Anyway, where were we? That was funny, man. Oh, God.
Now we're in our new random world, and because it's for demonstration purposes, I will be enabling cheats, but during your Minecraft speedruns, you cannot enable cheats, of
Damn.
course, because you're speedrunning.
Unlucky.
Now, one of the first things you want to do if you want to speedrun seriously or try to get a really, really good time is you want to find a village. Now, villages are really useful because they have a lot of things you're going to need for speedrunning. For example, food,
Knowing both
the usage
methods
of
are good.
hay bales to make
There's something to do
bread,
with buckets.
or
So I
apples,
mean, I know how
or
to
various
do
other items.
I know how to do most of the village stuff with like the hay bales and killing the iron golem, needing a certain amount. But you can get a bucket for free, and I don't know how. I think you get a farmer, trade wheat, and then you make a certain villager that can give you a fish bucket. I think that's how you get a free bucket, and then that way you don't have to get an ideal amount of iron from a golem.
You can get iron very quickly because
Apparently,
there are iron golems
Yeah.
in the village, and when you kill them, they drop between 3 to 5 iron.
Fisherman, what's
And also
the...
there
It's
are
a barrel,
beds,
right?
Where use beds to kill the ender dragon, because in the end dimension, when you place down a bed, instead of sleeping in it, it blows up. And speedrunners use this explosion in order to kill the ender dragon. It's called one cycling. So what you want to do is you want to look for a
I think they
village.
go into
Sometimes
boat
they make it
strats
visible,
later. This is
sometimes
also a
they go
year
long
ago.
way
I
to
couldn't find one that's more up to
but
date, but
this is an advanced technique that you can use, where you use the pie chart on your F3 menu to check if there's a village within your render distance.
I'm gonna look
Currently,
around right
my
now and
render
see if I can
distance
tell.
is set to 18. Also, a good practice is to set your entity distance to 500
Honestly, the thing
so
I'd
that
love to
all
see the
entities
most
spawn
is a
within your
video about
rendered
Minecraft
distance,
speedrun
and also
history by
turn
summoning
off
salt.
entity color.
This is probably one of the most unique games out there to speedrun. It's way different to a lot of other games. It'd be an amazing video to watch the history of and how much the
He's
methods
taking his
have
time.
changed.
I guarantee you they're working on it. I would not be shocked if they are waiting for it to continue to become more comprehensive, because like that is I mean, it's still growing. You know what I mean? So it wouldn't be a shock to me if he is taking his time to like really figure it out or like build it up, break it down. You know what I mean? This is a
Minecraft.
Oh my god. This is a complete Minecraft beginner's guide for 2023. Oh, this is a Minecraft guide. The fuck? Get away.
Culling.
I don't see one that's
So
like
basically,
about
just make your
the whole
settings
thing.
in Fabric video settings look like this. The quality you can change this around, but make sure you have entity distance set to 500 and entity culling off. And I use planar fog, which there's this. So
I get
the
it.
very
That's
advanced
funny.
methods that people use to find villages is by using Shift and F3. Now what this does, it opens up, so your F3 menu looks like this. Shift F3 has your pie chart in the bottom right. Now this pie chart tells us a few different things. When you go to the default state, so you first hit Shift F3, it looks like this. Now in order to actually find if there's a village in your world, you want to go to tick. So as you can see here, my tick is 3 on the pie chart. So hit 3, it might be 4 or 2 for you. Then hit level, it's 1 for me. Go to entities, and then go to block entities. What this shows you is all the different block entities. Block entities are mob spawners, chests,
For as long
smokers,
as the game
furnaces,
keeps
blast
getting
furnaces.
updated, the
I
speedrun methods will
believe
change too. It's always a changing meta with each new game update. Hence why each, or most, major versions of the game
I
have
had
their
no
own
idea this is how you could.
speedrun
I didn't know you could
categories.
mess with a pie chart like this. I had no fucking clue.
And you have bells, and if you have campfire, those also count. So what this shows you
It's
is
that
that
way.
these blocks
It's
are within
northwest.
your 18 chunk render distance. 18 chunk render distance
Or
means
East,
this
southeast,
one
based on his
page
compass.
here, if I click F3 and G to show my chunk, this 16 by 16 area is one chunk. Now, I
What
have an
the
18 render
fuck?
distance right now. What this means is that Minecraft is currently rendering this chunk and 18 more that way. 18 more that way. So an 18 render distance radius. So there's 18 chunks loaded all around me. So this Shift F3 shows me that in that radius, there is a chest, a beehive, a mob spawner. Those are usually just normal. But there's also a brewing stand, a bell, and a blast furnace. It just so happens that those type of blocks happen to spawn in villages.
This is all going
Another
in
way to
one ear
check
and
if there's
out the
actually a
other.
village, if you go
Anyone
back,
else
click
not
0,
understanding what the
and then
fuck
go
is
to
happening
tick,
right
which is
now?
1 for me, inside of the entities menu. This shows you all the different mobs in your area. Again, this is why it's a bit advanced and maybe not useful for a beginner.
But
runner,
it doesn't show
but
you.
it shows you that, hey, there are, of all the mobs spawned in your world, 11% are pigs, 10%
But it doesn't
are
show
cows,
the area.
it's unspecified
So
items.
this
But
this
the
doesn't show
key thing
direction.
is that there's a villager, and that only happens when there's a village within your render distance. There's also Iron Golem because Iron Golem spawn.
Okay, so this is just another method of finding a
This
village.
tells
Got
us,
it.
hey, there is a village within your rendering distance.
How do
That's always a good
you
thing to know,
get to it?
right? So, what you want to do is you want to look around because now you know that there is a village. I already checked out this world beforehand because, again, it's for demonstration purposes.
I'm assuming you can
But
F3 and
now that
like
you're
move out of
confident that there is
chunks
a village in this world,
and check if it's still
good
there.
to run. As you can see, it's right there. Usually what you want to do is by the 1 or maybe like 3-minute mark. If you don't find anything useful in your Minecraft world, is you want to just save and quit and create a new world. It's Usually not worth if you want to go for a better time to keep playing a world that you know isn't good.
And then if you
You're
go
better
to the
off just
nether and you
resetting.
don't
If
see
you are a very,
fortress
very, very
or
beginner
bastion
runner,
blocks in your
then
chunks, you just
honestly,
reset, right?
what
That
type
makes
of
sense.
world or the seed it is really does not matter to you. You should just speedrun, gather some experience, and then trying to get a better personal best. So this is for trying to lower your speedrun time a lot. Where I'm at, I have a time of 31:11.
Bastion is not
It's
via
very
pie
necessary
chart,
for me
it's
to reset my world
E-ray.
by
What the
at
hell
least
is that?
1 minute if I don't find anything useful in the world.
I guess
So
we're
now
gonna find
I know,
out.
hey, there's a village. I see it. This is a useful world for me to run. Now I'll show you guys
Hold on.
some speedrunning tips for how to effectively and very optimally go through a village, what things you need to do, and some very good techniques to use in villages. Now villages in Minecraft are very special because they have a lot of things you need in order to speedrun. The first thing we have here is hay bales. Now hay bales are good because they give you bread, right? Because one hay bale gives you 9 wheat. 9 wheat, craft it, it gives you 3 bread, right? If you go into these houses, as you can see, there are beds. You can break these beds and then collect them. I like putting them on the top part of my inventory. If you craft a hoe, then you can mine this. One thing I like doing in order to optimally get all my tools is break 3 wood. So I go up to one of these houses and I just pillage the sides because we'll never be coming back here
Change the
again, so
category to
don't worry about
Minecraft,
stealing.
lol.
Craft these up into wooden planks. Now what you want to do with your 3 logs that you just got is in your crafting inventory, make a crafting table and 2 sticks, like so.
I know these
So you get
parts.
8 or 2 stick crafts, which gives you 8 sticks total. With this, you can make a wood pickaxe. You want to gather, it's up to you if you want 6 cobblestone or 9. 6 gives you all the tools you need, and then 9 gives you also a stone pickaxe. But usually I don't get a stone pickaxe because there is also a strategy I'll show you guys coming up soon on how you can get an iron pickaxe very quickly. So now here, place on your 3 sticks, then make a axe, hoe, and shovel.
Yep.
So all that quickly is if you hold down your left click,
Why are you just not gonna?
right click, like so,
Oh,
it
just
makes
doing
all
it
your
again.
tools like that. Then you can click on your inventory, so click 3, 9, 2, 1, and these are all in my inventory.
Damn.
Now as you know, iron golems are friendly, but when you attack them, they're gonna kill you. So if you want to know the optimal way to kill iron golems, what you need to do is you need to stack up 1, 2, 3 blocks.
We know
and come
this.
back here. So you can't hit us.
Does he do the bucket in here? I assume,
Pickaxe
yeah,
is
barrel
you can
cause trap.
out. Now again, the reason why I usually don't make a stone pickaxe is because you can get an iron pickaxe really quickly. And
Because
by
the golem.
what I mean quickly is that you can actually use the iron you get from the iron golem to use it as an iron pickaxe. Now you want to use an iron pickaxe in speedruns because in the bastions where we get gold, which I'll show you guys later in the video,
You need
there are
iron.
gold blocks, and you can't mine a gold block with a stone or a.
I think I understand
Now,
this. You just use some of the wheat to trade for a bucket of cod or
you
a
can
cod
always
bucket
mine
by making
or
a
the barrel.
composter if it's not there,
in a U form,
and then
and you
that's
get
slabs, and then you
them
make
to
a barrel, right?
break the workplace to emerald trade. Now 3 emeralds. Now what you can do with this 3 emeralds is you can craft
You need only 3.
a barrel. The craft recipe is like so. Planks on the side.
3, 6, 7, and then 8, 9, 12. So we made 4
sides
pairs
like
of
this
slabs.
around the edges, and you have a barrel. Now what you want to do is you want for one of your villagers to
Job.
become a fisherman.
Job.
The reason why you want them to become a fisherman is because a fisherman has a chance to have the trade of 3 emeralds for 1
Oops.
bucket with a fish. And there we go.
Is it always 3?
Workplace, as you can
Interesting.
see here, 3 emeralds
Okay.
per bucket of cod. Now I get this.
That's a free bucket.
And now I just got a free water bucket. I didn't have to spend the 3 iron from killing the iron golem for this fish, right? So that saves you 3 iron right there. Of course, you could have gone in the mine, gotten 3 iron, made a furnace, got some coal and smelted it up. but this tends to be a lot.
It's a huge
faster
time
than
save,
that.
yeah.
Then you can just let your fish free.
That makes sense.
or you
Okay.
can let your fish
Now what? Flint and steel. Anything about what does he say about blacksmiths?
Villages also have a chance to spawn in with a blacksmith. Now the blacksmith is very useful because it also provides you a chance to get iron, obsidian, which is used to make a nether portal from the nether, which I'll talk about later in the video. So
Useful shit. That makes
the
sense.
other village I just went to had no blacksmith, but this. Now the amount of food and the amount of beds you want to get from village is up. Now if you find a desert pyramid, these are also somewhat useful because if you go to the bottom of these, they have chests with a bunch of loot in them. So like iron here, you don't have to go to the village and get iron. Gold.
You just see the nether portal
what you're
again
gonna
really
wanna
quick
do
just to remember.
Is find a ledge.
It's an upside down
what you wanna
L, but
do
I
is
can't
put-
remember the
You
second
want to
shape.
place the water bucket here.
Yeah, I know that.
Now
Break
create
that.
these 2 obsidian, and the water will be here, and then your block will be there. Now break this block, and now 2 more obsidian will be made. So this will be the outline for where your portal is going to become. Now, on one side of where this obsidian
Or-
is, you want to go up 3.
You can
out
go
1,
underwater.
like this upside down L Tetris piece. And then the other side, where this one is, you want to cover it out like this. Now this is the standard
Oh.
formation on how you're going to make your nether portals.
Excuse me, I already know all that. Gold armor, nether spawning structure guidelines. What the fuck?
Now how structures spawn in the nether is that they spawn in different quadrants.
Yeah, grid.
Each quadrant is a certain size large, and in this certain quadrant, only one structure can spawn. In the middle of these quadrants, there'll be a little bit of overspill area where the structures can spawn. On the screen now, with editing magic, I will now put
My
the
message got
nether
cancelled,
quadrants
LMO.
image. And around the nether quadrants image, you can see
Oh, okay. I see what this is saying. So this is the parameter they can spawn in. They can generate into this area. This is just a bleed area where the generation can stick into, but they can't generate within these red, but they generate it within these quadrants of green. That makes sense.
where the structures can spawn, where you are at 0, and where the overspillage area is.
see that.
So using this knowledge, you can walk around the nether in a very optimal pattern by going in a circle around these quadrants, or to find the quadrants very quickly. Now here,
I guess that makes sense. Yeah, because then you could just go here, and if none of them are in that area, you know it's not
in
available.
this world, as we can see here, this basing thing helps you locate which way you're going. So this is positive Z and positive X. So I know I'm going the positive quadrant direction. As you can see here, in the positive quadrant, there is in fact a bastion, and this is the world I used to get my PB. So in the positive quadrant, there is a bastion. Now, if you
Flex.
didn't know anything about the world, you didn't know where anything is, you don't know how to find anything using any of the funny techniques, you might go to the negative quadrant afterwards, and lo and behold, we find a fortress. Now this, of course, is a very lucky seed that helped me get my personal best, and as you can see, the nether fortress is in fact within the negative quadrant.
Is this the best way to
Well,
find one,
it-
chat?
As you can see, the
I know there's some people who
negative
are
and
up to date
negative.
with this stuff. So is
So
there
the
something
fortress
better,
structure has spawned in here.
or is it just a matter of somehow finding
Now,
like
using this
spawning near
knowledge,
it?
I know that in the negative, there won't be another structure, right? So it wouldn't make sense for me to continue going on this way, right? That would mean that if I'm here in the negative, I see
Just a rule of thumb.
structure in here. For example, let's say there's a fortress. Of course, there is one. If you go over to
Pie chart can find spawners, which most likely means fortress, but not always. Okay, so enter the nether, use the pie chart to see if a Minecraft spawner. I don't know what the entity block name is, but that makes sense.
negative, positive,
What
and
is
there is
E-ray?
another fortress.
You people have
right?
been saying
Then
E-ray
you'll
for
know, hey,
bastions. I guess
maybe
they'll
I
explain
don't
it.
want to go to this fortress because I need a bastion, and you'll go look in another
Well,
one.
here we go.
And you can use planar fog if you want to. Now, to find the bastion, press F3 and look at some key numbers. The first one's going to be your M value and
I'm
your
on top
C
of it.
value
Sorry,
right
guys.
here. What these two numbers tell you are the total amount of monsters, I believe, and creatures, which are like striders in the nether. Then what to do is you want to add these two numbers together, and mine are about 75 and 25,
Jesus,
add up to
math.
be about 100. Now look at this number next to the E. Look at the
Wait,
second
hold on, go
number
backwards.
about there, which are like the total amount going to be your find the bastion. Press F3 and look at some key numbers. The first one's going to be your M value and your C value right here. What these two numbers tell you are the total amount of monsters, I believe, and creatures, which are like striders in the nether. Then what to do is you want to add these two numbers together, and mine are about
Within that
75
chunk, I
and
assume,
25,
right?
add up to be about 100. Now look at this number next to the E. Look at the second number.
101?
This is the amount of entities that are rendered within your rendering distance. And mine is set to 18 right now. As you can see, there's about 160 entities rendered in. If this number, take it, so 157, around 160, subtract it by the sum you got from these, so it was about 100, and you get 160, which is this, minus 100 is 60. Now if the number you get after you subtract is greater than 30, then there is a bastion in your area. Now to find this bastion, you're going to want to spin around and see where the entity count's the highest. As you can see, this number
Literally
here,
how,
30,
though?
35,
That's
5,
crazy.
40, all right?
Is it always 30? Or is it just because that's what his entity thing is up there?
And it goes, okay, 70, 80 now. And it stays at about 80. And 90 is where it's highest. And where it's highest, the bastion is that way. Now to further narrow down
Difficult way to
specifically
explain
where
it.
the bastion is, go to options
Video's like a year old, so
and turn your FOV all the way down to 30. And this will specifically tell you where that bastion is. And you want to check where the entity count within that general direction is the highest. So currently mine is 63. Then you want to look around. So as you can see, it dips down to 8, 13. Now a bastion contains about 30 piglins, which is why it has 30 entities. So you want to look where it's the highest. Mine says here that 66 is probably the highest. That means the bastion is going to be this way. Now if I zoom out to the FOV I want, if we go that way, where we first pointed to, look at that, there's a bastion. So that's a quick and easy way you can use to find bastions.
that is so wild.
If at the beginning, when you checked for the mobs and you subtracted this number by this, and it was less than 30, that means there is no bastion with your rendering area. Again, that number is how many chunks are rendered in your render distance. If there is no bastion, you might want to reset your world or move around until there is a bastion in your area. It's kind of hard to find a bastion if it's not in it, so you're better off resetting. Now bastions are of course good because these guys contain a lot of good things like gold blocks, obsidian, again there's more gold blocks in there, and if you go down in a bastion, there is sometimes a lot of gold. For example, there's gold here, there should be more gold here, yep, a lot more gold, and a lot more gold. So coming up now, I'll show you guys how to route the 4 different types of bastions. Now I'll be showing you guys how to identify which bastion you have, and also how to route these types of bastions. Now I'm not the best at routing bastions, there's probably a ton of more efficient ways to do it. I'll link down below in the description a couple better videos that'll explain this a bit better, but I'll show you from a runner that is within the medium 31 minute time range how I route these bastions. Now this is a bastion practice map. I'll link this in the description below. As you can see here is a YouTube video. I'll link the channel as well. Now there are 4 different types of bastion. There's treasure bastion, there is housing, there is stables, and there is bridge. Now let's check out bridge bastion first. Now one of the most notable features about bridge bastion is that right at the beginning of it, there is a large bridge that has all the gold right up on this pedestal. That is the easiest way to identify that's bridge. If you can't see the gold pedestal, another easy way to identify that's bridge is that there is this sort of lava fall wall next to the bridge. And I believe it extends downwards as well, yep. So that's an easy way to find out what bastion you are. If you see this, or you see this gold on this ledge right here, that's how you know you are in bridge bastion. Get this gold here, you can just craft up a block and toss it on the floor to distract them. What you need one gold block, which I did wrong. And you want to go around these guys. Now you actually should have saved one gold block, which I did wrong. And you want to go around these guys.
Wait,
if they
why
hit
do
you
you
a couple
save a
times,
gold
don't
block?
worry. They want to bridge upwards right next to this lava fall. Mind this.
There's a chest.
Fix that. They also want to grab one of these stairs. This is kind of useful. And right up on this ledge right here, right at the end. Also, if you somehow need more gold blocks, there is more back here. Go up this wall, break these blocks to make a little staircase. Then you might want to plug these holes here. And right over here, place a block. Place that one stair you got, right there. Place blocks all around here so piglins can easily get up and down.
My chest, my chest,
Dig
my
this
chest.
hole down one and make sure you cover up the sides so that stuff can't go in. I believe there's a mushroom there. There we go. Now the piglins you have are going to go in there. Now you want to anger these piglins. I should have kept the gold block, which I didn't do.
Oh, interesting. That's kind of
And you
smart.
can see there's all these piglins here, and they're going to get really angry once you break this gold block. Right, so what you want to do is place it down.
That's smart.
Break it, quickly get your gold, and toss it into this hole. There we go.
The panic.
Also distract the piglins from the fact that you're breaking gold. As you can see here, they're slowly funneling in. They might be still angry at you.
Quickly place your
They
gold.
hit you a couple times. That guy was team killed. But just keep on throwing until they're all in. And once you get, for the most part, all the piglins in, you can break the gold block again. And then keep on throwing in the gold. Now let these guys trade up. As you can see, we already got pearls. It's nice to make 2 stacks of these so you can just quickly collect them. Go around this side. There should be a chest over here that you can get some easy loot from. There's sometimes obsidian in here. Free pants though. Now sometimes, not every single time when you play Bridge Bastion, there is, on this right side, these double chests and single chests. Now you can just distract these guys.
I ain't gonna remember
over
all this,
here.
but it's good to know.
And sometimes in this case,
Bastion
there's
routing is a
good
whole new
gold,
thing.
Easy crying obsidian, and also to
But-
fast pick up multiple of a block. Just double click on it, and they'll all come right through.
Knowing where to get the
So,
gold
you
is
wanna get
probably
most
what
part
I care about
crying
the
obsidian,
most.
Regular obsidian, string is nice sometimes, and then gold.
Bridge is easy. The rest of them
Now,
are,
if you go
aren't
back,
exposed though, so that's why
up and
kind of what I
over.
want.
Around to where your piglins were trading. Want to dig a little hole right next to them. There. That way you can pick up stuff. Now
Noise.
they did not drop me any pearls aside from those I got in the beginning.
Rude.
Craft up these, and you can trade by to the near piglins
Is he not gonna just?
to really diversify who you're trading with. Now there should be a lot of guys in here. And once they drop you, as you see, you got free pearls here. Now once they drop you enough pearls, and you have as many as you need, also make sure you grab obsidian. This is crucial for the end fight, and also making a pearl to the stronghold, which I'll show you later. Make sure you pick this
Portal,
up.
you mean?
And wait till you get your pearls. Also pick up fire res. This is useful for fighting against the blazes. And then you can of course just cycle out what you want, what you don't want. And as you can see, they'll drop you stuff. Now once they're almost done trading, what you can do is you can drop gravel on their head. Any remaining stuff in there will just burst outwards, just in case there are any pearls up on the sides. As you can see here, I got a bit unlucky with my trades. I only got 12 pearls. You probably could have gotten a bit more.
Oh.
But trading is all about luck, and you can see here I did not get the best luck. So yeah, that's how you do Bridge Bastion. Now the next type of Bastion I want to show you guys would be, excuse me there. And that's how you can identify that you are. Once you get yourself to this part of the Bastion where you're at the lava moat, right up at the bottom, there's a small chance that there's going to be a chest over here, and the chest has some loot, some obsidian. As you can see, there is. Let me just quickly snipe it. without the piggies getting angry at me. Oh, I completely did that wrong. You want to bridge upwards,
Oops.
and you want to go right to where that gold block is on the bridge. This is
Stop playing League.
It's treasure.
I'm
Go
not.
over still
What
a
does it
bridge.
look like I'm doing?
Want to break this gold block, you want to act quick. Piglins are going to be angry at you. Craft up this gold. Toss the gold to distract them. Break the second block here. Craft this up. Now that you distracted them thoroughly, you want to run for your life. Go up these stairs. Go around. Upstairs. And go as high up as you can.
Mm-hmm.
Now you want to distract these guys here. Toss them some gold so they don't know. Grab all this crying obsidian. Nuggets are fine, I guess. Those ancient debris. Grab this obsidian. Better boots, they have nice soul speed, that's useful. And want to come up in here. Also get your gold back.
Ooh.
Ooh, pearls. Take what you can. Now right here in this double chest room, right up on the first stairs, break these blocks.
Ooh.
Put a block behind
Good.
you. Break this gold block. That'll anger a lot of piglins. Pick up a 2D pole. Break this block and throw in gold. They might hit you a couple times. It's fine. You'll be okay. Keep on throwing it in.
It's fine.
See, that's most of the guys. Toss in most of the gold. Open this chest. More gold,
Lots of
more
stuff.
obsidian, more crying obby, more string. Toss that in. And you want to go up over here. Now this part is really RNG based, but you want to do is right on the wall. Look up. There might be gold. There is. Look down. There might be gold. There isn't. I go in the center, as we saw. Up, there's gold. Down, there's also gold. Excuse me. On this side of the wall, look up. There is no gold. Look down. There is gold.
Hmm.
Heat up. And you want to go up and around. It might be a bit dangerous. And then go down. On the center, as you
Okay.
can see here. Ooh. Gold
That makes
up,
sense.
2 gold up. Nice. Gold down. On this side. Gold up. No. Gold down. Yes. Over here. Gold up, yes. Gold down, no. This is a pretty good bastion. Now you can toss this guy a couple gold so you can be busy. Go back down to where your piggies were. Toss the rest of the gold into them. And they can trade you up all the trades that they have. You're gonna wait down over here. You're gonna wait for all the gold to be traded up.
Kind of cool,
I'll
dude.
just speed this part up because it takes a bit. And now most of the gold has been traded. Check out what we have quite a few pearls. We got a lot of obsidian. This is good. Good string if in case you need to make more beds. You can craft this up into wool. And then of course
Okay.
that you have come to
Okay.
you're in a housing bastion and that there's some nether wart going at the bottom. You can see gold block, ingots, some iron nuggets.
I should have seen
At the
that.
next type of bash, let's go in, check it out, and here we are. Now the way you know that you have come to and there is a chest. This is one of the big indications that you are at Housing Bastion.
Mm-hmm.
How you want to route this is, you want to come down. You want to break this, you want to just look in this
Break the
chest here.
chest.
Obsidian is good.
Or not.
Gold ingots, some iron nuggets. There are some scattered gold blocks. If you really need them, take them. Otherwise, it's not really
Nah, there's that
worth
whole big
for the
room
most
on the
part.
other side of it, right?
What you want to do is you want to find where the other part of the bastion is. You can see there's a chest right there. That's where you want to go. Let's head up. Now there is the double chest in here. Now this double chest contains really good items. You can see gold block, a chest plate, crying obsidian. You can get a bow and arrow if you need. Not really useful in the most part. Now you want to dig straight ahead. And once you dig straight ahead, there's gonna be this upper part where the pick.
Shit, I fucking didn't see it.
You
Okay.
want to dig straight ahead. And once you dig straight ahead,
Hmm.
there's gonna be this upper part where the piglins can come in from. You want to cover this part up. Now there's gonna be gold blocks here. You can see.
That's
some
sick.
gold. In case it's
That's sick,
piglins
and
are
that's
angry
also
at you,
super
I'll
easy.
just put that there. As you can see, they are in fact angry at us. So let's keep on mining the gold while they're angry. And that angered a lot of people. A good strat you want to do is just cover one block up, mine all the way up, so all the piglins in the surrounding area can come and funnel down right where you are. You want to break all this gold, craft it up, toss it in. Now keep looking around. There's at least 8 or 9 blocks here. So keep digging. Look at all of these blocks. I'll let this run right here. That should be it for the most part on this side. Might be some back here. Be maybe 1 or 2 blocks left. There's outside the bastion, but I think for the most part we got all the blocks. So let's toss in some gold. On this side, oh, there's a couple of piglins here. Toss in the gold there. That guy is completely unfazed of what's happening to his home. And as you can see, we got pearls already. Let's toss that gold back in, and we'll let these guys trade up. You can come around here, dig a hole down right on the corner. You can collect items a lot more easily. Toss the gold back in so they keep on trading.
There's a lot of
And
golden
they give us a lot
bastions,
of
yeah,
good
man.
stuff.
That's
We
the
already
whole
got
point.
pearls, we got a lot of crying obsidian. This is useful during the end dimension fight against the ender dragon. We're getting more obsidian, which is good, from that chest plate. A lot of stuff here. There's a potion, we got some string. We can use this for wool to make beds. Ooh, more pearls. As you can see here, we already got 16. It's good to split them so you can get more pearls instead of just 1 stack. We already got fire res. Toss the gold back in. Ooh, another fire res. Got better boots, so it's soul speed. These are quite useful. That's about all the gold that these guys have. We got more pearls. As you can see, even though we haven't finished up with our gold, we got most of the things we need. We have all the pearls, all the fire res. So that, for the most part, is what you need from a housing bastion. East Bastion is stables. It's really RNG based, and it's super hit or miss. I'll show you what I mean. Let's head on in.
Holy moly,
And we are at the stables bastion. Let's look around here in spectator mode. So you know you're in stables bastion because this is the only bastion
Awful.
where hoglins can spawn right here in the middle. So if you look around for a bit, you might
Awful bastion, no
find
doubt.
yourselves a couple hoglins. As you can see, it's this one right here, and they'll continue to spawn in around here. And there's also a lot of lava. There's a lot of holes at the bottom of stables bastion. Now, one of the most consistent things about this bastion is that if you look to where the head of the bastion is, you can see here, this is the head because there's more bastion extending out. Right up at the bottom right here, there's always a chest guaranteed to be here. This is probably one of the most guaranteed things about stables bastion. As you see here, crying obsidian. Now what you want to do here is that you want to go from that bottom chest, go up, and you want to go over here. Now you want to break these blocks, so from the opening, break over here. If there is a staircase, you are out of luck because this is a chest room. Chest room, you know, a little bit of obsidian, some iron. But as you can see here, underneath these snout blocks, there is no gold. And that's the thing about stables, is that you have 3 different things that can spawn. In this pillar, at the bottom, there was a chest room. At this pillar at the bottom, there was nothing. And at this pillar at the bottom, there is another chest room. So what you end up with is that this is
Bad example.
one of the worst stables bastion because there is no gold at the bottom. If you want to look at an example of maybe a better stables bastion, go to the practice map.
Might as well kill
Let's look
yourself.
around in spectator mode.
This is so sudden.
This stables bastion. Let's go to the bottom chest. Right around over here. Game mode creative so I can show you guys. Okay, there's some obsidian. Let's head up from this area.
Chest upstairs
See,
to
these
the right
guys
of the
you wanna watch
nether
out.
brick or
To
another
your right,
wreck.
find a couple blocks, and there is no staircase. Now this is good news because there is gold. Now if you're in survival mode doing your speed run, the way you want to play this out is you want to cover up this area right here. I'm gonna break these blocks so it's straight and break up. There you are.
Damn.
Cover it up. Now break these gold blocks in this wall. It might be covered, but there are gold blocks behind this wall. Make sure when you come down this little area, you mine this way. Piggies have dropped. Let's toss them the gold to trade. Underneath these snout blocks, because there is no treasure chest, is instead gold.
Guys, don't teach a new chatter that
Now,
they should just
This
yell
gold, there's not too
dicks all the time. Obviously when it's
much.
like
Get this gold,
contextual, but
toss it in.
you're teaching this person
Now
to
if
just
you
type
mine
it all the
upwards right
time.
here, there is a confirmed 1 gold
A
block
few more
here
emotes than that.
time. And we can just toss it in with other piggies. And now you let these guys trade. You can see we already got pearls, a lot of them. So that, for the most part, is how you want to route Stables Bastion.
One sec.
It's really inconsistent. As you can see here, we hit really well. Well, previously at the other time,
I
we
have to
did not
pee-pee.
hit really well. We got no gold. And yeah, that's how you route Stables Bastion. Now, finding a fortress is like the opposite of finding a bastion, because you want to find where the entity count is lower in the world. You can see here, this way it's 20, this way it's 96, because if the entity counter is high, that means there's a bastion that way. So you want to go where there isn't a bastion. So if it's the entity count is lower, that means the chances of finding a fortress is higher. Unfortunately, you can't really use some advanced technique other than, you know, where the entity counts are lower. And also, if you use the Shift F3 technique from finding villages, as you can see here, it shows that there's a mob spawner. And of course, in the Nether, mob spawner means that there's probably a fortress in your rendering area. So we know that there's going to be a fortress somewhere within the 17 chunks or 18 chunks that we have loaded in. Now, in order to go through a fortress optimally to find there's mob count if you're throughout Stables Bastion. Now, finding a fortress is like the opposite of finding a bastion, because you want to find where the entity count is lower in the world. You can see here, this way it's 20, this way it's 96, because if the entity counter is high, that means there's a bastion that way. So you want to go where there isn't a bastion. So if it's the entity count is lower, that means the chances of finding a fortress is higher. Unfortunately, you can't really use some advanced technique other than, you know, where the entity counts are lower. And also, if you use the Shift F3 technique from finding villages, as you can see here, it shows that there's a mob spawner. And of course, in the Nether, mob spawner means that there's probably a fortress in your rendering area. So we know that there's going to be a fortress somewhere within the 17 chunks or 18 chunks that we have loaded in. Now, in order to go through a fortress optimally to find where the blaze spawners are, there are two different portions of the fortress. There's going to be the treasure part, which is, it has a roof on top of it, and there's going to be the spawner part. As you can see here where the spawner is, there is no roof of netherrack. And then as you can see here, if you find where a spawner is, I believe that there is one down here. If you keep looking around this area, you'll be bound to find one right here. As you can see here, this area does not have any roof over it, which means that this is where the spawner is going to be. Now, in case if you do come into a fortress from the area that has, right? You can see here. You can see here, the spawner is right here. Going to
Oh wait, that was in
lead you
case.
to a better part of the fortress. If you come to a room that looks like this, it's like a balcony, right? Always head the opposite direction from here. This here, the balcony is here. I have to head this way. This is where the better part of the fortress is going to be. As you can see here, there's one here. I have to head this way. If you see stairs with no nether wart around them, always go up them, right? You can see here, you don't want to go down. You always want to go up. And this is
Fascinating.
crucial. Once you get to this area that has like one lava in the middle,
I did not know Minecraft generation was this static, man.
this is the transition between the treasure area. Whoa, diamonds. See, this is the treasure area, and this
Whoa,
leads you
diamonds.
to where the spawners are. So if you keep going down here, and you keep on going, you'll be bound to find a spawner in this no roof section of the nether fortress. You can see here, no roof, spawner right there. Now, when you want to come kill the blazes in order to get blaze rods, I recommend you bring around 7 to 8. So just in case if some of your ender eyes or eyes of ender break while trying to find the stronghold, then you'll have a couple extra to work with. Now, as you can see here, the spawner
How many
is right
credits
here.
is this class? Zero,
So
unless you pay me.
The fire res you get from trading with piglins, that's why they're so useful. Or you could just bring a shield. Of course, this requires you to block while you're next to one of these guys.
We know.
So you just want to keep trying.
Break the
until you
bottom,
get
they spawn
around
more.
7
Hog ones for
or
food,
8
no need.
rods. Now I'm about to show you how to find the
Jump
stronghold
scare.
very quickly. Now if you don't care for using trigonometry and advanced math and a lot of mental math,
Maybe.
then the really easy way to find the stronghold, the most simple way, but it takes a bit longer, is just to throw your Eye of Ender and follow it wherever it goes. Now the general strategy is you want to go to at least 1200 blocks on X and Y in order to find it. That's where the minimum range for it to spawn. As you can see here, I'm about 1800, negative 1300 in its world. And if I keep throwing the Eye of Ender, it's gonna point me to somewhere around over here. Now, a good strategy for when trying to find where the stronghold is, if you press F3 and G, it turns on your chunk borders. So if you keep on throwing your Eye of Ender, you're gonna see
Each chunk, yeah, that makes
keep
sense.
following it. Now somewhere around here, throwing a lot more straight. And this
Any
chunk, we're going
second now.
now, sometimes the Eye of Ender doesn't lead directly to the stronghold. It'll just stay in a stasis where it's like still, but it won't be where the actual stronghold is. So once you identify this chunk where the stronghold is, first of all, you can just disable F3, the chunk barriers by pressing F3 and G again. Press F3, and you want to look at about where on the chunk area where it says a number something number. It's similar to if you watch the shipwreck portion of this video. You want to go to where it's
we
the
did it.
4th by 4th block in this chunk. As you can see here, it's 8.
8 by 8.
Now it's 7, 6, 5, and 4. Now on the 4th block of the chunk.
The 4 by 4?
8th one on the other axis. So if you go back, 8, 7,
What
6,
the
5, 4.
fuck?
Now once the
But
chunk
why?
becomes 4, 4, and it is the chunk where the Eye of Ender goes down. Now we can directly find where the stronghold is by mining straight down at 4, 4. And I'll mine straight down.
Oh, I love Crim.
And as you can see, we mine straight into the middle of Stronghold Staircase. It will always spawn here
How
at the
though?
4, 4 block in the chunk where the
That's
Stronghold
crazy.
Pearl teleports to. So yeah, that's the slow way to find the Stronghold. Now, I'm going to show you the really nerdy way on how to find the stronghold. It takes a lot of math, so if you don't care for it, you don't have to watch that part. Now, how strongholds spawn in Minecraft is that within a 1,280 block radius from 0, 0 to 2,816 blocks of 0, 0, the 3 strongholds will spawn in this ring.
Okay.
Right? Now, what that means is that you have to get to one of those bastions in the ring. When you speedrun, you want to get to the closest bastion to you. Now, you could just regularly throw an Eye of Ender and just keep following it until you're there. But if you really want to speedrun, then one of the fastest ways to get to your stronghold is by calculating where it is, using angles, and then a little bit of mathematics to get to where your stronghold might be.
Wow.
Now, what you want to recognize is that using the nether, you can get there 8 times faster because 1 block traveled in the nether is the same as 8 blocks traveling in the overworld. Now, the reason I told you guys to get a bunch of obsidian from bastions and other various structures is because of the fact that you can use 10 obsidian to make a new portal out of the nether and into where your stronghold could be. So if you go from the nether and you take 1280 divided by 8, you get 160. Except if you want to go from a diagonally direct,
hold on,
60. If you go from the nether and you take 1280 divided by 8, you get 160. Yeah. Except if you want to go from a diagonally directly at a 45 degree, this will end up being a 45, 45, 90 triangle. So, you know, knowing mathematics is quite useful in speedrunning. But if you divide that by the square root of 2, you end up getting about 113. So if you go out 113 and 113 in the nether, you'll end up right at the edge, 45 degrees away, right at the start of this circle. Now, what most speedrunners do is that they go to 150, 150. Now, this brings you within 1,200 blocks by 1,200 blocks, which is comfortably in the ring. Now, from there, you can adjust.
Wait, so they just... No, that's not true. Because the speedrunner was doing like...
It's like you could go 190, 0, or 0, 190 instead of going 150, 150. Now, I'm going to show you right now how you...
So, I could go to 150, 150 in the nether and build the portal, and I would be closer to the stronghold than if I walked. And then I could get even more exact and spawn in the stronghold. Is that what I'm getting at? Or is that what I'm like? Wow.
You can utilize the nether in order to find the stronghold. So now the way that you'd actually go find the stronghold in your world, knowing how stronghold rings work, is that you want to come to the overworld and throw your Eye of Ender. So what I usually do is I usually leave the nether to the same portal. That's why I had you write down the coordinates for your old portal. then I like to throw the Eye of Ender and see where it goes. So then I'm going to check this number here on the facing, because that's the degree. As you can see here, when I threw the Eye of Ender, it goes to around an 8-degree angle. Right? So
Where does it show the angle? Or is he just straight up smarter and knowing? The facing thing? Oh, yeah, that eight right there.
I have
Okay.
to go 8 degrees this way into the optimal area to where the stronghold is going to be.
What the hell,
Now,
dude?
an easy way I can explain this using a graph, for example, is here is the overworld. As you can see here, this ring is 1280 and 22816, which is the ring for where the stronghold can spawn. So if it is at an 8-degree angle, that means that we have to head in a similar line to this. Now, of course, you're gonna do this in your head. You're not gonna, of course, be using any calculators or graphs on your speedrun. That's not allowed. But if you're going at an 8-degree angle like this, you have to recognize the fact that you have to
That
go
guy used the
somewhere
calculator,
over
right?
here to where your stronghold is. Your stronghold is somewhere on this line. Now, you don't want to be too far in or too far out. So speedrunners like to teleport within the middle of the ring. So now if I bring this similar line over to the nether version of this circle, as you can see here, an 8-degree angle like this would end me up somewhere around, teleporting over here like 210
I was about to say,
and like 40, right?
that speedrun had a calculator, right?
So if we go back into Minecraft,
It does feel kind of silly to
and we
gatekeep
go into
by not being able to do the
our
math.
portal, and then we go to an 8-degree angle to 210 and about 40. It would be negative 40 and about 210. So somewhere
why?
around here is where we want to build our portal. So let's build this up. It's a
Jesus
large portal.
Christ.
Go back in. And let's see where we are. We're here. Let's locate how far we are from the stronghold. 58 blocks away.
Wow.
That is about as close as it gets. So now we know that we are really close to the stronghold. And that is it's a large portal.
So why did he go to
Back in.
why did he go to negative 4,200? To compensate because it's 150 by 150, so he went negative 50, and then to compensate for not being on at negative 100, he went to 200 on the Z. So you'd either go to 150 by 150, negative 50 by 200, 200 by negative 50, or negative 150 by negative 150, correct? Is that what am I picking this up right?
It's a large. See where we are. So, and then you probably go down. So a trick you want to use for getting into the stronghold is that if you know where the chunk is, you have to go down, and the Eye of Ender goes down on this chunk. You want to use a similar trick that I showed in the shipwreck portion of the
Different?
speedrun guide, where you want to go to the 4x4th block of the chunk. So as you can see, we're at 749. When we get to down, and there's a room here. Now there is no real way that you can find the portal really quickly using strongholds. It's a lot of luck. Now, things that you know for certain in strongholds is if you come to a room like this, that is like a staircase that goes down, and there's a room here. Every single time in here, a hidden wall could be over here, so there's nothing here.
Or there,
There's a
or
chance for the stuff
on
to be
each side.
here. As you can see, there was in this one, as you saw before. There's nothing here, and there's something here. These 4 walls, even if they're hidden, there sometimes is stuff behind them. So it's always good to check in these rooms. And you want to keep going down. Another good trick is to have your subtails on, so if you hear lava nearby, you know that you might be next to where
Or
the
silverfish.
portal room is. Let's look at this area. As you can see, a whole different section of the stronghold is this way. There's nothing over here, and there's more stuff over here. So if we take a look down, if we go this way, again, we end up in one of these rooms again. You know, there's more rooms like this. It's always good to check these rooms if you're lost and you can't find where the stronghold or the portal room is.
Right, dude. How many of these rooms is he gonna get?
Keeps going on. Now there really is no real strategy to get there fast. It's a lot of RNG for finding the portal room. But as you can see here in this stronghold, as you can see here, the portal room was somewhere right here. Right? So from where we came down from, all the way here, you'd have to go to the right, down, and then down some more. Right?
Being a baby.
Every single time, these portal rooms are really RNG based. So just
That's
do your
right, I'm
best
talking
to
about you.
identify
You're a
which rooms
baby.
you've been in and block off places you've already been to. A general strategy you want to do is when you come to the portal room is to just go up, place a block down there so you can jump down. Now, if you're in survival mode, these mobs can't come after you, right? So hey, they can't chase you.
Not even silverfish?
And then you can place down your Eye of Enders, like so. I missed one. And now you end up in the end dimension.
She's so
The
mad.
general strategy you want to follow when you're in the end dimension is you want to have obsidian with you, either crying obsidian or regular obsidian. And you want to go all the way up. Or if you're not inside of a solid block area, you just want to go towards where the end island is. Make sure not look at any enderman. And you want to place any block here and a piece of obsidian or crying obsidian here. And the reason we do this is because when we use the bed to kill the dragon, we want to have a block here that we can keep on placing beds on. Like so.
Ugh.
If there's a block that was an obsidian here, it would just blow up and you can't place another bed. Crying obsidian also works the same way. That's why it's viable. So you want to have these blocks.
I'm trying to learn how to speedrun. Yeah, I'm trying to do any of the new stuff.
Between these two pillars
I would kind of like to speedrun and see how fast I can get past the 26 PB I had
is that it makes the
2 years ago.
dragon more inclined to perch. It's not that it will perch, but the
Wait, what did it say?
ender dragon
If you walk out here? Is that what they said?
over here. What this does is that it makes the ender dragon more inclined to perch. It's not that it will perch, but the chance of the ender dragon perching increases when you're here. Now, as you can see here, it did, but the
like,
and you want to, and now you want to come all the way over here between these two pillars on the right side, and you want to bridge upwards and stand over here.
why the
What
right
this does
side?
is that it makes the ender dragon more inclined to perch. It's not that it will perch, but the chance of the ender dragon perching increases when you're here. Now, as you can see here, it did perch. And something you want to also keep with you is you want to have an ender pearl on you. And the reason you want to have the ender pearl, of course,
So you can jump in.
And then you can place down your beds and then kill the dragon. This year I missed a cycle. So you want to generally teleport in before the dragon comes down. If you miss it, it's fine. You can just go back and then wait for the ender dragon to perch again, so you don't die in the end, of course. Alright, let me do an actual end cycle here. So we wait for the dragon to come down and perch. And you'll know this movement when it just snaps its head. You'll see the snap, it's really recognizable. And if it throws that stuff at you, you just want to dodge it. I'll tell you exactly when the snap is. It's really recognizable though. Also press F3 and B to enable your hitboxes during the dragon fight. Watch it come around. No snap yet. There we go. See, it just locked its head right towards the center. Come down here. And then you want to hit its head hitbox. Like so. And almost a 4-bed. And that's how you kill the ender dragon. Now I'll show you the specifics on how to kill the ender dragon in the clip coming up next. Now to actually kill the ender dragon, this is actually a ender dragon practice map. So as you can see here, I'll link this map in the description as well. It'll help you practice how many beds you need and how to actually kill the ender dragon.
I know about the one cycle already. We already saw that where like you have to wait for his head to hit the right spot of the bed. Huh. It's pretty tempting, man. I mean, I'm not going to be able to do like the trigonometry off the bat, but I could definitely do some of this newer stuff real easy.
Now, if you're feeling a bit portion has a map here, every single time the shipwreck treasure will be here. Since it's 14 this way, if we go back, we're gonna go to 9.
That's how they found it.
9 on this chunk. Now here, if you mine down, every single time the shipwreck treasure will be here. This is a really useful technique to use. This one's pretty bad. Just
that's how they found it. They just dug in the 9x9 chunk and it was there.
As you can see here, if you use this 9-9 technique every single time, you will always find the shipwreck treasure.
What?
And sometimes it has a lot of iron. You'll never even have to go to the village. Now, some useful things.
So if I spawn on like a coast, like any like sort of beach area. Oh my god, dude. Chill out. This girl's acting like she's dying over here. Yeah, I know. I'll let you out. So any beach. Any beach area on the map where I spawn, if I spawn on a beach area or near it, I can just dig at the 9-9 chunk and there might be a buried treasure. Huh. Damn. Do beaches have their own biomarker in F3? I forgot. What the hell, dude? Yeah, cool. Could be underwater.
Noted.
Huh. Okay. Well. Let's see here, man. Let me take a quick break. I'm going to feed my dogs and let them out real quick. And then I'll set up that thing from the other video and then we'll maybe give it a try tonight. We'll see. I don't know. Depends on how like functional it is off the rip.